So first I am using Coastal Scents Undercover S2 High Definition Foundation, and I'm basically going to be putting that all over my my face to give it a very flawless look, because as you know, Mileena is she is flawless, even though she can be really scary at the same time. So I'm using a foundation brush and I'm using the stickings to really cover that whole area of my face. Next, I am using Coastal Scents Pressed Powder in #1, and I'm just putting it all over to conceal my foundation and to keep it put. So, yeah. Here I am going to be priming my eyes as usual with Urban Decay's, just to keep it nice and smooth and moist and everything that has to do with it. Because Mileena's eyes needs to stay sexy, even though she has to rip apart all her opponents, as you can see. So yeah, next I am going to be using Coastal Scents, like a darkish purple, as you see right there. And that's the first color and main color I'm going to be using. I mean, a lot of people do Mileena's eyes really differently. Some people just do it black. Some people put purple and red and all this stuff. So I decided to match the outfit. So I basically put purple all over the eyelid, and I went out and I did a little cat eye thing going on, as you see, or you will be seeing. I'm going to be pulling it out like I'm doing right here to give it kind of like a cat eye, smoky, sexy, evil look to it. So yeah. So I'm just gonna put it in right there, like usual. So next one I'm using like a lighter purple, just to put it on and just to give it a more of a not too dark look, even though Mileena is very dark and her eyes should be really creepy, which they are. Next I'm using this like dark, really dark purple, and I'm using that on my crease to give it some depth, but it doesn't really matter because next I am going to be applying a black eyeshadow on the crease to give it that dark, smoky look that you see Mileena wearing. You see I'm doing it and putting it up all the way. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. You can do whatever you want. It's just I thought I want to be sexy, but at the same time be creepy as hell. So, yeah. So next, again, I'm gonna go over my upper, like, inner corner out towards where my eyebrow is and pulling that up and putting that up under my eyes, because I noticed in the picture that I saw she has really dark in the upper eye of her eye. If that makes any sense, I'm sorry. And also pen the black also on the eyes to just defining it. Here I'm doing this. I'm putting more black just to match the picture, match how Mileena looks. So yeah. And here I'm using a mirror because I surrendered. I finally decided to take some risk in having you guys just applying the makeup without me actually showing you. Even though it's pretty easy, I mean, yeah. So I'm just going over some areas where I think needs to be darker or needs to be somewhat identical to what Mileena has. So here I'm just putting the highlight, just putting the white because I noticed also in the picture she has like a shimmery whitish thing on the picture. So yeah. And here's my blow up face. Well, every time I do that, I don't know why, but I'm just winging it out with my wet eyeliner and doing a cat eye, obviously. And I'm doing it on both eyes and bringing it under. That's one of my techniques I do for my cat eyes. And so on. I know you guys probably haven't noticed, but I'm not wearing the contacts because I know a way to cheat. And when I put on the photo, you will see that that's how I cheated, because I use Photoshop to make the eyes look like hers and make it more evil and creepy. So I just decided, because I already spent too much on everything else. So yeah. Here I am applying my mascara, winging those bad girls out. You can or cannot. That's some people's opinion, some choices. Some can wear falsies, some don't have to. But I prefer doing falsies just because it just puts drama all over the eyes. And here I go, my perfect strokes on my mascara. Alright, are you guys one of those people? Because I am, sadly. Yeah. So that's there. And next I'm applying falsies on, but I'm not putting the whole set, I'm just putting it the half of the end of the falsies. Oh, that's a lot to say. So I'm putting that, and just so it looks dramatic, but it's not like, oh look, I'm wearing false actions, look at that. No, I'm not trying to look like I'm having bat wings coming out of me. I'm trying to be sexy and dramatic, and I feel like halfies, yeah, I know I'll call them that, halfies are more natural looking and not as dramatic, and don't take away too much from the other stuff that you have done. That's just my opinion, but anyway, moving on. Lastly, here you want to put bronzer on, just because Mileena has somewhat darker skin than mine, so I don't really feel like tanning. So, this is the first. So, here is the final look of Mileena, or first part of the Mileena makeup. The second part is me showing you guys how to put on her fake smile or teeth or whatever you call it.